Good evening. I am Mahogany Woods, and I will be doing a generalized reading for the zodiac sign of Scorpio for the month of September. It's just a quick look, something maybe you could keep in reference to. If you would like more of a personalized reading, you can contact me at mahoganywoodsterrett@gmail.com. So, Scorpio, let's get to it. Let's see what we have. Three of Cups. This is the base. There was a birth, a marriage, or start of a love affair. A new beginning somewhere. Let's see what's covering you. Page of Swords. Choices. All your good choices are gone. But you still have to choose. There's still choices, but not the ones that you want. All the good ones are gone. But you still have to choose. Go ahead and choose, Scorpio. You could go ahead and make the choice. And you can always fix that choice later. Okay? But you still have to choose. You'll still be able to fix it, though. Okay? See above. Two of Wands. What's above you is you need to understand that you have potential. You still have potential for growth. You need to understand that by learning and growing. You have to understand that by learning and growing, we come out stronger. We come out wiser. And we unlock the potentials that are hidden underneath. What's below us? The Magician. We want what we want. We have the ability and the intuition and the self-knowledge. We know how to use these attributes that we have. We have all these ideas on how to do it, how to get it, but those ideas don't mean anything. They don't mean anything unless you bring them down to earth. And when you bring them down to earth, you'll find out that you have the ideas in the wrong order. Because some are logical, some are not logical. Some you can attain now, and some will have to be attained later. And this is something you're going to have to work out. You got to bring those ideas down to earth. You have to start putting them in action. This is your past. Two of Swords. In the past, you were stuck somewhere. You refused to face reality. You shut your eyes, you covered your ears, and refused to deal with responsibility and problems. And no matter how unpleasant that might have been, no matter how much you feared that whatever situation this was, it needed to be faced. It needed to be dealt with. You couldn't stay here. You couldn't be stuck here. It's time to move on. This is the past. Let's look at the present. Seven of Wands. You spend more time on trivial things, things that are not important. You get sidetracked into these little details over here instead of prioritizing. Remember where we said you have to bring the ideas down. You have to put them into fruition. You have to make a list. This is telling you to make a list. What is important, very important right now, and what is not important right now. And you have to understand it's all about how you approach it. Because the way you're approaching it now, you're not getting nowhere. You're not getting nowhere at all. You have to approach it from a different way. Let's see. See what the home life looks like. Queen of Pentacles. You have problems with change. and you are going to have to go with the flow of life. You need to accept changes, listen to your inner voice. You want a strong foundation. You want to build a strong foundation. But you have to build one that doesn't have any cracks in it, or it's going to fall. It's always going to fall. You have to build your foundation on solid ground. And until you learn that, you're going to keep making the same mistakes. See how others view this situation. Friends, family, Queen of Wands. They're looking at you as you have all the power. You have the power to change things. You have it all in your hands. You could change this. You have the mindset to do it. You have the strength to do it. You just need to pick it up, take control of it, and focus at one thing at a time. Don't make a list and say, well, I have to do this, and I have to do this, and I have to do that, and I have to... No. Start off your list, things I have to do, write the very first one, and leave the rest blank. Focus on that one. When that one is finished to your liking, and it is the way that you want it, cross it out. Write number 2. This is next. Keep the rest blank until that is done, because you have the mindset where you're scattered all over the place, and it's not going to work for you. Your home life is not going to work like that. You have to reorganize this. You have to reprioritize this. See what your hopes and fears are. 3 of Wands. You want to learn a new skill, or develop the one that you already have, and you're hoping to develop them, and you're smart enough, and you can do it. You can do it. You can build a foundation on this. Let's see what is to come. Queen of Swords. She's a very strong woman. Very strong. But she represents truth and honesty. Above all, she represents truth and honesty. And sometimes that sword is a cutting edge. Because when she raises that sword, she's bringing down truth. She's bringing down honesty. And a lot of times, a lot of us cannot face truth, and we can't face honesty, because then we'd have to look at it. But when facing the truth and honesty within ourselves and our dealings with others, we grow. We learn from it. And it makes us wiser, makes us knowledgeable, and we can deal with the situations at hand when they come up, when they arise, because we're facing them truthfully and honestly. It's like going to your boss and telling your boss, I have a problem here. But you don't tell him exactly or be honest exactly about what the problem is. So you can't fix something if you keep going around and don't face it, honestly. And then your boss asks you, well, this problem that you have, did you have any part in this? And you don't face truthfully what your part in the situation it was. Nothing can be fixed that way. Nothing at all. So whatever comes up in September, face it truthfully, honestly. Bring those ideas down. Start your list. Start with one. Start bringing it to fruition. If there's a new skill that you want to learn, find out how to go about learning it. Okay, Scorpio. This is Mahogany Woods. If you want a more personalized reading, you can reach me at mahoganywoodsterrett@gmail.com. You have a good night.